Capricorn, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you for having me. I do hope everybody is well and, you know, looking forward to this full moon, which is today. It is in your sign, so there will be culminations regarding our lives. This reading is going to be focusing on love, and it is going to be from the 20th till the 31st of July 2016. I am very sorry that I haven't been able to get these readings up and running earlier by mid-month, but it's just been utterly crazy in my life, so I do apologize. Again, I seem to be doing that every single time. It's not like me. It's been a whirlwind. It's been crazy. So again, I apologize, and let's go on to your reading. Before I do your reading, I'd like to thank everyone for all that is done for my channel, your support, everything that you do. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, Capricorn, as I said, the full moon is on the 19th, but it lingers on. So even though today is the 19th, it's the day of the full moon. The energies linger on, so I'm just trying to get this up and going. I do wish you all the best for the rest of July, and I will be doing your readings for August as soon as possible. Now, the first card that I've put down for you is the King of Pentacles. This is you. You're an earth sign. You are showing up as the King of Pentacles, so looks as though materialistically, I think you're in an okay position. Even though this reading is focusing on love, it looks as though you are abundant. You are, because the King of Pentacles to me says that in all aspects of life there is abundance, but these cards are all upright because I'm not doing reversals. Now, I would say that maybe, if I was doing reversals, this king would be showing up in the reverse, and I believe that because I've got a couple of worry cards around it. So I would say that the King of Pentacles here is just showing that you're a type of person who is steadfast. You are a person that someone can depend on, even though you may not be in your best psychological form at this point in time. But that happens to the best of us, so don't worry about that. Things will be changing. Now I've got the King of Rods, which is in the near past position, right? And this is a fire sign, obviously, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, and challenging you right next to you on the other side of the King of Pentacles is the Queen of Rods, which is another fire sign. And this is a couple to me. Now, regarding fire signs, we all know that they're very loving, very passionate people, very spontaneous sort of people. They're up and running. They think of something, they're acting on it already. They are people who are very giving, very loving people, very capable. They're people who are in entrepreneurial positions. They are people you can depend on, usually. And I think when they say something, they do it. So they're quite stable characters. But on the downside, some fire sign people, sometimes they can be a little bit selfish. All the signs have got their downside, their darker side. So I'm actually thinking that the Queen of Rods here is your challenge. I don't think she's helping you. I think she's challenging you. And you being the King of Pentacles, being right in between the King of Rods and the Queen of Rods, I would say that you are the outsider. You are the person who is walking into a partnership where there are two fire signs involved, and I'm not blaming you for anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not indicating anything. So don't take it, badly. Things happen in life. They happen for a reason. And there is a reason behind everything. So I think this Queen of Rods is your challenge, because this is the person that you are trying to come closer to. This is a person who is in your heart, and the challenge is to be able to win over this fire sign, this Queen of Rods. The King of Rods, being in the near past, he's actually got his back turned to you, and he seems quite upset. He seems quite down and very, in his mind. He looks as though he's meditating, actually. I think that this is someone who's got a lot on their mind, and they're not fit, and they're not up to being in this relationship where this Queen of Rods is concerned. So I think you're stepping in. You've got the apple of your eye is this Queen of Rods, and I think that you will be making an offer of love to this woman or man, whatever the case. This is a general reading. So I do think that you are the person in between at the moment. So that's why you've got a couple of worry cards crowning your reading. You've got the Eight of Swords, and that is a worry card. There is a bit of sword energy because you've also got the Nine of Swords in the near future position. So I could see we're going from the 8 to the 9. So your worries are elevating up to a certain point, unfortunately. But these things happen. It's just the way it is. Life is full of its ups and downs. And look, these cards are not as bad as what having the Tower and having the Three of Swords next to that. So they are, cards of having sleepless nights, not being able to relax, being stressed out about, what's going to happen down the line. But your reading is not negative at all. The outcome card is a beautiful card. It's the Two of Cups, and that's wonderful to see. I absolutely love that card. It means that two people are joined at the hip, like they're Siamese twins. They're people who are meant to be together. They have a full understanding of where they want to be and who they want to be with, and they want to be with each other, because it's as though there's two halves. The two halves make a whole, so they fit each other perfectly. And I think you're going to be quite successful. You do have the Six of Rods, which is at the foundation of your reading. So it looks as though you're riding high on your horse, riding into balance, because we've got the Justice card, which is in the advice position, and how people see you. And this is a new path opening up for you guys. This is a new beginning, because Justice card being number 11 to me speaks of a new path and balance. The scales are balancing out for you. Now at the bottom of the deck we've got the Page of Cups, and I think this is a love offer. Even though this is a water sign, I think that this is you making this offer of love, offering your heart to this beautiful Queen of Rods, one who is obviously going to find her balance with you as well, because I think that the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Rods are a perfect match. I really do. He's the stable, steadfast, of course, very giving, very. He's an earth sign, and earth signs usually, think before they act, whereas the fire signs, like they act before they think, I could say, practically. So I think you're a perfect match. I really do. Sorry about that interruption. I do apologize now. I was saying that the Three of Pentacles is a card to me which shows expansion. Many times it does talk about three people in a relationship, three people in a love triangle, but being in the environment position, I would say that there is, this is what's happening. So this is coming into your life. So the Three of Pentacles usually in a just a normal reading, even a career reading, speaks of doing a job really well, being pat on the back, being congratulated on a job well done. But in a relationship, to me, this speaks about you doing a very good job of taking this relationship to a higher level, expanding. And this is also indicated with the Ace of Pentacles, which is above that in the hopes and fears position. The Ace of Pentacles in the normal Rider-Waite Tarot is usually shows the hand of God or of Spirit or whoever you believe in. The Pentacle is being handed from the universe. And below that there is like a doorway where the couple goes through. So I tend to see the Ace of Pentacles in a love reading as, you know, a relationship being, you know, moving up a level. And, you know, it speaks of engagement, marriage, or, you know, just getting to a point where that's it, we're tying the knot, we're moving ahead. It's a very stable sort of an energy, the Pentacles, because as the King of Pentacles, who we say is very, you know, he's an entrepreneur, he's a stable person, he's someone that you can depend on. That's how I see this Ace of Pentacles. I see it as a position of stability and of, you know, on all the physical levels, yeah. So I think that is coming into your life, and the outcome card here is the Two of Cups, and as I said before, this is a meeting of the minds and of the heart. So these two people were meant to be together, and I do believe that. As I said, perfect match, fire sign and earth sign, in my opinion. Anyway, some of you guys may have a different opinion, but anyway, that's what I think from my experience in life. And I have pulled a clarification card, which is the Five of Cups. And that the Five of Cups to me, yes, shows that there are some cups that have been spilt, but the two cups are still standing there. So I don't actually see this card as a mourning card. I see this card as being, you know, a relationship that has come about like a butterfly from a bee. You know, it's transformed. Yes, these three cups have um, um, have been emptied, and yes, there's no use in crying over spilt milk. We move on, and these two cups are still standing. So, two is relationship, and that's how I see this card. So it means that after hardship and of difficult relationships, there is a relationship there for you. And I have pulled some Sibilas also, so that I can, you know, look into the cards a little bit deeper. And I have got I've got the Messaggero card on top of the Eight of Swords. The Messaggero, then I have the Constanza, which means, you know, constant, something that is unchanging, something that is stable. And then I have the L'Amante, which is the lover card. And these cards are over the Eight of Swords, as I said. So even though the Eight of Swords is a card of worry, I do think that you have persevered. You have let your feelings be known regarding love, and I think this is what's getting you through this hardship. Even though you are a type of person who is worrying, I still think that you have got the strength and the might because you are a Capricorn. Capricorns are the goats which climb the mountain. You get to the top. So I think that you are a person who's got fight within you. You've got endurance and you are using it very wisely. Now, I've pulled three Sibilas as well, which are on top of the Nine of Swords. I've got the Amore card, then I have the Il Nemico, which is the enemy, and then I have the Fedelta, which is the card of loyalty. So this little Cupid is pointing his arrow. It's going past the Nine of Swords, and I think it's going to the first court card, which is the Queen of Rods. I think you're both there anyway. You're right next to her or him. So I think that this Cupid's struck his arrow. I think you're both feeling the same way, and you will be finding your balance. Your let's say enemy, il nemico. This I would say is the partner. And I'm not saying that this other fire sign, the King of Rods, I'm not saying that this person is a terrible person or that they are the enemy. I would say that it's just that this marriage or this relationship, this partnership between the two fire signs was not meant to be. It wasn't right, and there were differences in opinion. So yes, but in the Sibilas, he's showing up as the enemy, but it's not always the case. All right, so I think that he was a very loyal sort of a person, but it just wasn't meant to be. That's what I think. That's what these Sibilas are talking about. Then I've got 3 more Sibilas on top of the Justice card. The 3 Sibilas, the first one is the Casa, which is the house. So justice and balance is coming into your household, into your foundation, your home. Then I have the Superbia, which is a card of vanity, and it's also a card of something really beautiful. So I think because after that we've got the Morte, I think there is a beautiful transformation which is coming within your home. I really do believe that. So yeah, I think that the 3 Sibilas that are on top of the 9 of Swords, I do think that there is going to be loyalty within your new relationship, your new partnership with this new fire sign. I do think there's going to be a lot of loyalty, and I think that you guys were meant to be together. As I said, the outcome card is the 2 of Cups, which is a very strong card for me. Now, I have pulled also, before I go on to that, I'm sorry, you single people, so sorry about that. Look, it's roughly the same thing. It is. The main thing is that, yes, there was a fire sign in your life previously, but your challenge is to win over this beautiful Queen of Rods. And I think that you guys are making an offer of love because this Page of Cups is right next to the 6 of Rods. So, yeah, the 6 of Rods is right in between the Page of Cups and the Justice card. So I think you are moving very victoriously into balance. I think you find the person that is going to balance you out. Previously, as I said, there was a fire sign within your life, but this person wasn't well matched to you. You did go through worries and sleepless nights, wondering whether it was the right relationship. But no, I think you are letting go of this person, or you have let go of this person recently, and there is another fire sign which has a lot more feminine energy. So I do wish you well. I do hope that it works out for you singles. Now, as I said, I did pull some cards. I pulled a card from the chocolate message cards, and you have got balance. You have got the chocolate pudding card, which has the title of balance. And let me just see the card. And this is what the card reads on the back. It says, now is the time to find balance in many areas in your life, work, finances, and relationships in particular. Certain people and situations need your attention. Alchemy is at work. You may find yourself juggling many different aspects of life at this time, balancing, mixing, and matching this with that until things fall into place and feel right. You may need to try several approaches before you settle on what feels right for you. I do think that you have found what's right for you, Capricorn, at this time. Balance your inner self with your outer, and you will reach your goals, and you will reach your goals quicker, but work will be required to make this happen, and You know that very well. You're a very hard worker. You won't have any problem there at all. And the message is, I live my life in balance. All my expectations are met with ease. Well, it's not always with ease. Always we need to put work in. Nothing comes that easily and just falls into our lap. We know that, all right? We all know that. So it does talk about balance, and I did say you will be finding balance in your life. Others of you will be finding balance through divorce. But for most of you, I think that there is just, maybe a new person walking into your life, a new fire sign, which will bring you a lot of abundance and a lot of love. So I do wish you all the best for this time, for the end of July. I will be back in August as soon as possible. And I'm sorry about the background noise. It's time for me to quit for the time being. Okay, Capricorn, thank you very much, and bye for now.